Hey Peaches, what's up? I hope you're having an awesome day today. So today's video is a little bit different. It's gonna be really short, hopefully. And it is just a quick tutorial on these little like loose, beachy kind of waves. I was wearing them a lot before I got my hair cut and colored, and you guys were always asking me on Instagram, how do you curl your hair like that? It's really easy, and I feel like when you guys see the tutorial, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, because it's kind of an old technique, but I wanted to film it for you guys today, and I am actually gonna be doing a voiceover, which is super different for me, so I hope that you guys enjoy it, and let's go ahead and get jumped in. If you're not already subscribed, please do so before you leave, and let's get to it. Okay guys, so I am just lounging around today. I've been doing some filming, so I'm gonna take my hair down, looking glorious, and then I just like to start by brushing out my hair because since I went dark, I haven't had this issue, but it's super tangly from when I was going blonde and kind of damaging it a little bit. And then I'll just work on getting it parted the way that I want to. I wear most of my bangs to one side, and then as far as like clipping stuff up, I don't really do that. I just split it in the back like I'm doing right there, and then I'll clip up my bangs to make sure those look all right. Other than that, I leave everything else down, and then I just work from the very back of my hair to the very front. Okay, so before I'm going to start curling, I'm just going to spray some hairspray. This really helps everything hold together. This is just some from Redken. You can use literally any kind, anything will work. And my iron is from Numi. I can't remember which size this one is, but I will put it in the down bar. Probably the two most important things about these curls is what I'm doing right here. I'm trying to show you guys for several minutes is you're going to want to hold your iron straight up as much as possible instead of like to the side or slanted. And you're also going to focus more of your parting. The best way I can think of how to explain it is instead of doing it in little tiny squares, think of it as like a rectangle. So it's not that the hair has to be a super thick part, it's actually thinner, it's just longer, if that makes sense. So you're gonna hold your iron down, don't curl towards your face or you're gonna look like a crazy person. And then leave out that little end there. That's the second thing here is when you're curling, that's what makes this a beachy wave, is that your end is completely free. If you curl all the way around, you're just gonna have a uniform little curl there, which is beautiful too, but that's not what we're aiming for today. Little side note too, I feel like since I've had my hair short, I typically wear it straight. I wear also fancy pinky, why? I don't know. I wear it up like in a bun, half down. So curling it, something that's important to remember is don't focus on like that little lower layer next to your neck, below your ears, on making that curly, because then that just makes you kind of look poofy at the ends. So what I'll do, what you see me doing right here, I'll just wrap it around one time so that I still have some movement down there, but it isn't really curly, especially since we're gonna brush this out anyways. It's gonna be looser, but hopefully I'm explaining this correctly. You know guys, I'm not very good at, tutorials, what I do. So this goes pretty fast. I didn't ever say this, but I only really leave it for a couple seconds on my hair. Sometimes if I get a thicker part of hair, I do just a smidge longer, but not much. Sorry I hissed at you guys. So same things for my bangs. I'm focusing more on the ends than I am like right up next to my root, because just in a second here, you guys will see when I'm finished. I like to go back through and pick up a few pieces if I feel like I still need some movement up top as well. And then in the front here for my bangs, I just pick up the whole section, floop, and then that'll give me a nice little curl in the front without being too much. Okay, looking good. Now we're gonna brush everything out. This is what makes this kind of a beachy wave too. I never wanted to do this, but don't be afraid to brush it. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so now I go back through the top like I was saying, and I'll just pick up a couple random pieces, and I'm not even really leaving this on for a long time. I'm basically just doing this so the front isn't like, the top isn't like glued to my head and then it's curly. It just kind of helps it move a little bit better. Okay, so there's one side. I'm going to absolutely fly through the next side. And the thing I like best about these kind of curls too is they can be a little bit messy, and that's actually what I like the best. They fall just a little bit during the day, which makes them even better. And you can kind of play with it and you don't have to worry about messing your hair up because it's already kind of a messy look anyways, and I really like that. And as for when I'm finished curling hair, what I'm about to show you guys is I'll spray again with hairspray. It looks like I use a ton, but I really do not. I don't know why it looks like I'm spraying so much, but I'll spray some hairspray, and then what I start doing is basically piecing out my hair by scrunching it to help the curl kind of form, and then I piece it apart. I do a really good demo, and that's just basically making those little messy waves a little bit messier. So yeah, that's about it for how I do these curls. I hope it wasn't disappointing because it's so easy and really messy. But I hope that you guys enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.